Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Gaming Talk. It's that time for another discussion video about the Elder Scrolls Online. This video, I'm going to be discussing the Summerset chapter questline. There may be spoilers ahead, so keep that in mind. The first thing I have to say about Summerset is that it is the winner for the award of the most beautiful scenery, in the entirety of the Elder Scrolls Online. That moment when you cross the bridge and you see the palace, which is huge, and you look out in one direction and you see the city, and you look out in the other direction and you see some trees and other stuff. It's just really beautiful. The second thing is that I found the questline for Summerset 2 so far be the one that had the most meaning and emotional weight to it. So in the start, there are moments you'll see a golden knight just portal in, but then he disappears, and it's momentarily strange, but later on you find out that the Golden Knight is Darian, the guy you meet in Cold Harbor during the base game main questline. He sort of explains that he's now the champion of Meridia and wields the Dawnbreaker sword. He's one of your companions throughout this questline. There's also Lathan, who's revealed to be the Earl for the Daedric Prince Mephala. He's another one of your companions for this questline. To break it down in its most basic form, this is what the Summerset questline is. Basically, there's this thing called the Heart of Transparent Law that 3 of the Daedric princes want. So there's the struggle between Mephala, Clavicus Vile, and Nocturnal. Nocturnal ends up being the main villain for the questline, as both Clavicus Vile and Mephala agree to work with you and your companions to stop Nocturnal from getting and or using the Heart of Transparent Law. I also must mention that throughout the entire questline, not a single person explains what the Heart of Transparent Law is, what it does, or why these Daedric princes even want it. I even googled it and found several forums with zero explanation as to what the Heart of Transparent Law is, what it does, why it's so bad, other than in the game that it says it can rewrite eternity or something like that. Rewrite the fabric of time, space, and all that. I suppose it would just help to know what the thing does and why it's really bad for Nocturnal to have it. That's my only problem with this questline, is that the main object that it revolves around, its importance is never really explained in detail. Anyway, why is it the most emotional is because both Darian and Lathan sacrifice themselves. Darian uses his energy to put energy back into the Dawnbreaker sword so that you can use it against Nocturnal. It's kind of sad, but both of the sacrifices themselves they're not exactly dead. I don't know how to explain it, nor am I going to, because at the end of this questline, there's a book that just randomly appears in the palace that's basically Darian thanking everyone for being a part of his journey. I also forgot to mention that during the Summerset questline you get to be around Razumdar, who was in previous parts of ESO, not in Dragonhold, but I think he was in some of the Aldmeri Dominion stuff. Yeah, and Sothasil also is in this too. I mean, he doesn't really do anything aside from being someone you talk to a few times, but he's there and he remembers you saving the Clockwork City. Overall, I really did enjoy my time playing the Summerset chapter questline. The story was really good. It actually felt longer. Sure, it really is only 9 quests, but it doesn't feel like 9 quests. It's a lot longer than Morrowind chapter. Feels about the same length as the Elsewhere chapter. Next up is Greymoor, then we'll do delves and side quests, etc. But I'm not going to do discussions on delves and side quests, so honestly, once I'm done with Greymoor, that'll probably be the last discussion video for the Elder Scrolls Online until I get Markarth. And whatever else happens in the future, obviously. That's all I have to say. So if you're added to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.